Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom Kunti from Shanghai back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'll be reacting to Disko by LPS. They're representing Slovenia in Eurovision 2022 and listen and react and see how this could do in Turin. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip straight to my reaction. It's usually after around 3 minutes. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my name is @EurovisionTom. First of all, let's talk about Slovenia in Eurovision and then let's talk about LPS. So Slovenia are one of the weaker countries in the competition. They're 32 in the semi-final qualification rankings with 38.5%. Keep in mind that the average per qualification is around 58%. So they're quite a bit below that. I do tend to think it's like one of the weaker countries. I don't expect a good song. Every once in a while though, there is something special. I really like Zalagasper in 2019. And I really like their song in 2011 as well, Vanilla. But really other than that, there's not very many songs that tend to vibe with me. I always root for them because I always love rooting for the small countries. But yeah, I never feel like they've really found their feet or like a special niche for themselves. They've qualified 3 of the last 6 times though, so they're doing reasonably well recently. This year they had EMA, which is their national final again. I didn't cover it again this year because honestly, it's not often enough that I like songs in it, and I don't really like following national finals unless I'm almost definitely gonna like one of the songs because the video is just too negative. So it's also just the fact there's just so many national finals just bundled in all at the same time. So I really do need to prioritize. The winners were LPS. I never heard of them. The song's called Disko. I'm going to guess it's a disco song. Funny enough, actually, I looked at the names of the 5 people in the group, and one of them is called Zala and one of them is called Gasper, which I'm guessing is just a coincidence. Maybe that's like quite a common Slovenian name, but because I thought maybe Zala Gasper were within the band or something. But all I've got is that the band is called Last Pizza Slice, which actually I think is a pretty good name because the Last Pizza Slice is pretty special. It's a soul, funk, pop, jazz song according to Wikipedia. And Wikipedia would never lie to me. Okay, I'm reacting to the national final performance because there is no official music video out yet. If the audio is dodgy, I will react to the audio afterwards. LPS, Disko, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. I'm kind of excited for this because I really don't know anything about it. Ooh, that's a fun starting. Okay, they've definitely got like a style going on quite immediately. Ooh, it's in Slovenian. Oh, that's kind of interesting. When was the last time they did a song in Slovenia? I know Vanilla was in 2011. Okay, classic Disko so far. Let's see where they go with the pop drop. Ooh, got a little bit of comedy going on. Okay, it's toe tappy, but I think most Disko songs are toe tappy. Yeah, they're charming so far. Let's see where they go with the pop drop though. Okay, is this a chorus? Because we're a minute in. I am getting slight very good high school vibes right now. Like high school performance. Okay, where's the chorus there or did I miss it? Yes, I'm getting very much like 70s TV show performance vibes. It's pleasant so far, but I'm not really hearing anything that would give it a chance of qualifying. Yeah, it's very pleasant. It's smooth with a quite like steady tempo, but I don't hear anything wow about it. I gotta be honest. Yeah. I don't know, I haven't got much time left. Oh, they got a minute. Let's see what they do in the last minute. Okay, definitely no Zalagasper anyway. Yeah, I just don't think this is gonna work. I don't know what audience this is appealing to. Like if you compare Disko to Denmark last year, this is worse than Denmark. And Denmark did actually almost qualify. Yeah, it's just too middle there. I just think a lot of people are gonna forget this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to pick out what a special sauce in it is, but I can't really. And then they're just going for that kind of like real reputable vote. Yeah, I'm just confused. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so I just don't get it. I don't get it. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that, but then also there wasn't like lots and lots right with it either. So it was very smooth. The vocal was nice. It was a very like comfortable, disco-y, jazzy, 70s feel, flowy performance. Nothing jarring in it. Very smooth, silky. But then there also was nothing like special about it. It sounded like really album filler. I couldn't pick out what is the thing that's going to stop people in the tracks and say early on, like, I need to listen to this, because really it just had like pretty standard disco beat. The vocals were fine. Everything was fine. There was nothing bad about it. It was just really, I don't know. There was nothing daring in it, or I don't get what the X factor was that made this win over 13 songs. And in fairness, I didn't watch EMA, so all the other songs, it might have been much, much better. I know there was another favorite called Luna, who I probably will check out, and if I like that, I will post that as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Am I meant to like that? I don't know. It just didn't feel like much happened. I just felt like it was just like kind of disco-y. Where are they in the odds? Okay, they're 34th, so maybe it's not just me, but I think they've had enough time to move around the odds if they were going to. Pretty much the last of all the bookies. Okay, so maybe it's not just me. I will check whether in the community app is. I don't feel like I need to listen to the studio one, because I felt like that was performed very well. It sounded as good as it's going to sound, I think. I don't think it's that type of like upbeat song where you kind of need to see the studio version to hear all kind of like instrumental stuff going on in the background. So, like, I don't know. It just feels a little bit of a throwaway. We had that girl for the last 2 years who honestly I just didn't like at all. What was her name? Oh, she had that really preachy song last year. I just did not like her as a songwriter. Fair enough if you did, but I just didn't. So I had this kind of relief that we're gonna get something different, that we weren't gonna have her this year. And instead it's just kind of like, I don't know, it feels a little bit throwaway, like, I don't know what this is going to achieve. But, you know, who knows, maybe it's going to be a surprise qualifier. But if it qualifies, great. I'm happy for Slovenia to qualify and get their record a little bit better. But I don't see a path to qualification other than just kind of other countries tripping up and them just kind of like sliding past them. Where are they? They're in the first half of the first semi-final, so that's not a great draw. Like, if you're up against Ronella from Albania, Latvia, Eat Your Salad, Moldova, the Train Song, Kalush Orchestra, are people going to remember that? Just kind of like a very inoffensive disco song? I don't know. If it ends up being the only disco song, maybe they will. I still think that Denmark just did disco better last year. That was a better song, and it was funner. That was kind of like, I suppose it was kind of cool, but you could also say that kind of coolness that looked maybe a little bit aloof was also not very like entertaining, or not very much happened. So there's like a double-edged sword. Whereas with Denmark last year, like, he was jumping all over the place, and he had that jacket that he bought from a famous celebrity. I don't know, that felt like that had more energy and pizzazz. That just felt like, not low energy, but just, I just don't see what the appeal is. I'm confused. Anyway, could just be one of those ones that I don't vibe with, and I'm totally wrong, and I'll qualify. But if you ask me, I'd be really surprised if that qualified. Really, really, really surprised. And a little bit disappointed, because I thought I was going to get like a good disco bop. Let's have a little look at the community and see, am I the odd one out? Does everyone else love it and I'm just this absolute monster? Okay, no, it's third last in the odds. Poland and Norway were picked on that weekend as well, and they're third and fourth. Malta's 11th. San Marino's 13th. Croatia's 16th. So of all the 6 songs that were picked last week, it is last. So maybe it's not just me, but I just don't get it. And I'm kind of sad, because I really want Slovenia to do well. I like them in the competition. I want them to make a breakthrough. I feel like, I suppose Zala did pretty well. Yeah, Zala, they came 15th. I think they probably should have done a little bit better. I remember actually being in that performance in Israel, and everyone was just completely ignored it. Everyone around me was, well, talking. All the audience were talking. They were interested in it. And I was just standing there like, oh, I really like this song. And everyone was just kind of like chatting during it. Anyway, look, I've got nothing else to say. I don't want to keep just ragging on it. There's nothing really constructive else to say. Let me know what you think about this. Is there something I'm missing about this? Is that this is going to give this qualification vibes? Please let me know in the comment section down below. And thanks so much for watching. I'm seeing another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.